I'm just gonna start talking. You're gonna listen. um, yeah, so I've been through some shit. I mean, that's everybody, right? We all been through some shit, but I've just been through some shit at the point where I'm like, things happen to you, you go through shit, and you're just like, you kind of have to speak on it because ultimately people only really learn once they've gone through their things. But if I can help ease anybody's suffering, even just like this much, then it's worth it. When I started this YouTube channel, I was 20 years old. I think I just turned 21 a couple months after I posted that first video. And it was like the whole time, it was like it was a dream. Because I couldn't believe it. Like, I couldn't believe that I was making stuff that, like, resonated with people so much. And I was only making things that were, like, I was just being myself. I was just being authentic. I grew up and I was such a quiet kid. I was like so painfully quiet. Like, I got called shy a lot. It was more than shyness. I was so anxious. I was so afraid to speak. Like, I was such an obedient, good, polite kid. I was so good. I was so good. And sometimes when you're really good, it can be really easy for you to get, like, taken advantage of, and for a lot of bad things to happen to you when you don't know how to speak up or when to speak up. Speaking up is such a big thing. But I feel like, I'd post these videos, and then the people that were drawn to it were, a lot of other, like, young queer people, definitely, like, were my main audience. Like, I didn't have to even talk about me being trans or whatever, like, that much. It was kind of just like a known fact, but I didn't have to really speak on it or talk about all my experiences of it. It would just, yes, this is, people pick up on my vibe, they know this about me, and then they're just resonating with me, they're chilling with me. And you know my sister called me earlier and was saying, like, they went back and watched some old videos. Like, I never watched the old videos. I would do this thing, I would make a video, and I would, I'd work on it for like hours and hours and hours, days and days, sometimes weeks, usually weeks. And I would watch it a bunch of times, and I'd seen it so many times because I was editing it, and I would post it, and I think I'd watch it like one more time after I post it, and then after that I would not look at it again. After that, it made me too anxious to look at. I didn't want to see it. I was like, I'm done. Like, it was like, because I knew, I was like, I'm only really making this for me. But as soon as it went into sort of like a public eye, I got very anxious about the idea of, like, people actually seeing me. But I still was, like, brave enough to, like, put myself out there and, like, let people see me. I was like, okay, you can see into my world. I'm letting you. I'm inviting you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the kind of person where I realize I really do enjoy having an audience. I enjoy enjoying things with other people. Um, and I've been accused of being very, like, selfish or self-centered, and the very egoic part of me, when people would come up to me, like, at a convention and be like, oh my god, like, your stuff means so much to me or whatever, I would cower almost. I'd be like, oh, I wouldn't, like, let myself enjoy it. I wouldn't let myself believe it was real, because I was like, oh, if I let myself believe that, like, this person, I really meant this much to this person, or I really believe everything, like, they're really telling me, then it's just like, that means I'm gonna get, like, a big head about it, or I'm gonna get, like, I'm gonna be really self-centered of me to think that little me could possibly make such an impact on a stranger's life. Like, I want it to be, like, so, it's not like I wanted to be, I just was. It was like, it wasn't even just I was humble. I think if you know me not so well, I could come across as humble, but really it was like my disbelief that I'm really that powerful, I have that much, like, energy that I was able to give to other people for them to improve their life in some kind of way, even if it was like this much for them. I've had people come up and tell me, oh my god, one time someone came up and told me, they said that they had a really chaotic home life, and the life at home was not very good, but they would, like, put on my videos, and then for, like, like 10 minutes, they could have peace for 10 minutes. They could just, like, they could, like, pretend, everything was okay. And I'm like, that's a big deal. Like, that's a really big deal, but I, like, would not let myself believe that I was that big of a deal to other people. And as I continued to make videos and put them out, it became less about what I wanted to do, less about me being authentic, and more about, oh, now I'm aware of this impact, even if I don't want to be even though I don't want to own the impact, I'm aware of the impact. So now I have to sort of like worry, like, is this good enough? Is this making like enough of an impact? Why me? Why am I special? I'm just some fucking kid. Like, why am I special? Why did what was what I what is what I have to say really so important when there's more important shit I could be saying? I'm just having a dumb little video. I'm like minimizing. I was like degrading and minimizing the stuff I was making, even though it was me. It was my art, and it like is a big fucking deal. But I wouldn't let myself believe it. And it's like, you just need to know that you are your own worst enemy. Like, you really like what are we doing? But like, we lost the fucking plot. I really lost the fucking plot. And I was making these videos. Like, I saw the point where I was like, if I really just believed in myself, if I could believe all the good things around me that were happening, so many good things that were happening, where I was getting like opportunities, I was making money. I was making money, like doing, some artists, they dream of making money doing their art, and I was doing it. I don't feel like I was like, oh, I'm not making enough money, but that's a dollar bill that you made on your something that like, that's amazing. But when we grow up in environments that really hold us down, or we feel like we can't really express ourselves, or it's not safe, like, we repeat those cycles. Like, a lot of the stuff, a lot of ways that you're living, a lot of ways I have been and was living, it's not even my shit. It's stuff that I've taken on because I thought I didn't have another fucking choice to take it on. Like, my family, like, lower middle class, a lot of people are lower middle class. It is a struggle, but me realizing where I'm like, oh, I'm choosing to remain lower middle class. I'm choosing like poverty. I'm choosing to struggle. I'm choosing to suffer, actually, because I'm thinking the thoughts that I'm thinking about maybe not having a lot of money, they are thoughts like, oh, well, we've always been poor. My family's never made a lot of money. Money is hard to make. Having all these thoughts and feelings, you're like, what your dad or your mom were probably thinking? Maybe they were thinking, my family's always been poor. We never really made a lot of money. Making a lot of money is really hard, and like, we've always had to do this and struggle. You know what your grandparents were thinking? It's like, this isn't yours, baby. Like, it's like, and it's not even just with money. Like, it could be, you grew up with scarcity, so now you have a scarcity mindset. Now that's all you see is fucking scarcity. And then I was, making these videos, getting these fucking views and shit, but I just saw the lack of the stuff I was getting. I didn't see the fucking, like, the beautiful, like, abundance of like what I was like receiving. I couldn't fucking believe it, because it was like nothing. It was like, this was the most amazing thing to ever happen in my life. I was a kid, didn't have a lot of friends, I was bullied, and so this, for me to like be on the internet and make my stuff, and then to the other, it's like, oh, finally I'm cool in front of the other kids. I was never fucking cool, but now I get to be cool. But then I get to be cool and I won't fucking believe it. And I'm like I'm my own fucking op, and I put myself down. Like, I remember when I went to VidCon, that was when I really lost my shit. Because I went to VidCon, and I don't even ask me what year. This was pre-COVID, that's all I can tell you. But pretty much around the time that I made the last video or two that you see, I went to VidCon, and the most I ever got stopped or recognized at a convention was at VidCon. People had me signing stuff, you know what I mean? I'd done that a couple times, but like, just the amount of people who stopped me at VidCon versus like a regular like anime convention. And my friends were making jokes like, oh my god, Alistair's so famous, Alistair's so popular, you know what I mean? And like, I couldn't even just take it as a joke. I was like, oh my god, I was like, oh, do I have the right to be famous? Do I have the right to be popular? Like, am I allowed to have that? And I was so insecure about that, because I couldn't believe that what I was making and what I was doing was actually making like a good impact, was actually making a difference, that my art actually meant something. I couldn't believe it. And so I got insecure, and I was like, oh my god, I met some people at that convention. I had this lunch with some people that I knew that sort of made similar type of videos than me, like people I'd only seen online, and I'm sitting and having lunch with them. I was like, whoa, like, yeah, I crashed the fuck out after VidCon. I was like, oh, I'm a fake, I'm a phony. Like, my imposter syndrome was like, it had never been that bad before. And I completely sabotaged. Like, I got a part-time job that I hated, that was bad for me, that really hurt me physically. It hurt my back so bad. It's taken years to recover from that. because I was like, oh, well, maybe this is, I was deluding myself. I was picking things I didn't really want to fucking do. I was like, oh, maybe if I get this job, blah, 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 I'm not really making a lot of money with YouTube right now, and da 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 da, and like making all these fucking excuses, even though I knew what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to keep making things. I wanted to, it doesn't matter what the format is. I just want to make something that people can connect with authentically. I like being my authentic self in front of people, and I like when people resonate with that, and I like that when people they can just be in that good vibe. They can just be in that, like, it's so fulfilling for me. And I spat on it and I didn't even realize I was spitting on it because it was just all this old stuff from when I was a kid where I was like, oh, I can't possibly. And I was fighting, I was rolling the ball up the hill every single day with it. And I was struggling and resisting. I couldn't. And I finally just I just let go of the ball and it rolled down the fucking hill. And I went, oh, it's so fucking far away now. The ball is not worth getting now. I was at Katsucon. I was at a convention a couple weeks ago. And I was walking to, do whatever, maybe the bathroom or something. And they're with their friend. They stopped dead in their tracks. They went, oh my god, you're the guy, I used to watch your videos on YouTube, the Voltron videos, you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, that's me, but for a long time, people would stop me and be like, oh my god, I loved your stuff, you did this for me, I came out to my parents, I'm going to a school for art, or whatever. And yeah, I just couldn't, I couldn't receive it. I would hear it, but I couldn't accept that was really and yeah, I'm done living. I have been done living like that for a while. The last year and a half of my life has been the most painful year and a half of my life, and I've almost made the choice to not be here way too many times. But for the first time, I'm really fucking glad that I'm still here. Because, I know I'm meant to keep making things that help people feel connected with themselves, even if that's just them helping to connect with, their friends, if that's to help them feel like they can be as, goofy and, real and, silly and safe. It's I'm meant to do that, so... And I'm somebody who has struggled with suicidal ideation. I don't know if fucking YouTube works any now. This shit's gonna get fucking flagged. Hey, you're saying some words. I don't know, but no, yeah, I struggle with suicidal ideation for most of my life. I still struggle with it a lot. Since I was probably 11 or 12 years old, I've had thoughts of not being here. Usually, several times a week, if not daily. And I've been working on that so much. And it's only, at the end of the day, only you know what the inside of your head is like. Only I know what the inside of my head is like. The battles that people fight behind closed doors are shit that you'll just never know, But it's I'm so fucking stubborn. I'm also a huge brat, and I'm oh, I'm gonna get everything I want in this life. And I want you to get everything you want in this fucking life. You were born into this world, and you were born absolutely fucking perfect. And that's not just a line. I'm saying that, I feel I would hear people say stuff like that, you were born perfect, you were born whatever, and I'd be it's just a I couldn't connect with when people said that. But please hear me. Please, I really hope this connects with you. You were born so fucking perfect. And there have been a lot of things that has happened in your life that made you feel a lot less than perfect. That's made you feel damaged or something is deeply wrong with you, because for some things to have happened, you're oh, something must be wrong, because why would this happen? There's really nothing wrong with you. You're really okay, and you're actually pretty fucking cool, but you have to believe that. You have to do it. Nobody's gonna do it for you. There have been times I've been in the fetal position, losing my mind. Like, I can't go on any fucking longer, but I'm just like, no, as badly as you want someone to scrape you off the fucking ground, like, you have to do it yourself, and also you'll be so glad it's you that did it and not somebody else. Like, you didn't give somebody else the power to scrape you off the ground. Like, you scraped yourself off the fucking ground, you know? There is unlimited potential in you, and I know you know your potential. There's something that you think about every day, and that's the thing that you're meant to do. If you're like, oh, it's kind of goofy, like, I don't know, what if I was like a clown or something? Like, I really like juggling and, like, you know, making balloon animals, but it's kind of silly. Like, no one would take me seriously. I mean, you're a clown, no one's gonna take you fucking seriously, you know? But, like, no, like, there's something that you think about every day, and there's a reason you think about it every day, because it's meant for you, because you're supposed to do that. If you're like, I want to be the first person in my family that goes to college, nobody in my family's ever made it to college, or I want to be the first person in my family to own a home. Like, there's a reason you have that vision. There's a reason you have that desire. It's because you were meant to have it. It's because it's yours. Like, you were meant to do it. And everything in the way that's telling you, like, well, I have a really bad credit score. How could I ever buy a house? Or, like, no one in my family's ever bought a house. Like, it seems really hard. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Or the housing market. Like, all that, baby, that shit, those are distractions. Those are distractions. Not real. Like, it's real, you can see it, you can feel it, but those are distractions. You're like, I can't afford art school. You're gonna go to art school. I don't care. If you want to go to art school, you're gonna go to art school. If you want to get your own apartment, you're gonna get your own apartment. If you want to be, like, a thriving artist, you know, you post your things online, you go to, you know, galleries and you sell your stuff, like, then you're gonna do it. Like, the only person in your way is your fucking self. Like, and it sounds like, but okay, but all this stuff's happening, and I don't, slow down. Like, I don't, it's not that I don't care, but I don't care. Like, I don't, please, like, please just listen to me as somebody who has, like, if you just follow your heart, the rest will come. It sounds so, like, whatever, it sounds so uncomplicated in a very complicated world, but if you follow your heart, like, it's gonna happen for you. Like, the best things that have happened to me is because I did things even when I was so uncomfortable. I literally every day I live outside of my comfort zone. Every fucking day I want to cry about it. Sometimes I do cry about it. Sometimes it's not fucking fair. I'm, my God, but I'm just like, I'm never gonna grow if I don't leave my comfort zone. You'll die in your comfort zone. That's what they fucking say. And that is so fucking true. Like, you have to do things that make you uncomfortable. Not that they might feel, not to make you unsafe, but it's like, they might feel unsafe because you have a lot of fucking trauma, but it's like, you have to, or else you're gonna keep living the same day on repeat again and again and again. And that's what your fucking parents did. That's what your grandparents did. They lived out their fucking shit. They acted like they thought they had no choice, and they acted like they have no choice, you know? But you have a choice. I'm telling you, you have a choice. Like, I looked at all my shit, all my YouTube shit. I'm like, I haven't posted a video in 6 years. It'd be kind of jarring if I just posted a random video in my fucking apartment where I'm like, la 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 la. I don't give a shit. Like, literally, I'm not wearing a binder right now. Did you know that? Literally, I did my laundry, and I'm like, oh, I'm air drying, or not air drying, I'm, hang drying my binder right now. And I was like, oh, it would be nice if I was wearing a binder in the video, because, you know, people haven't seen me in a while, and, like, it would be kind of weird if I had tits in the video, and, like, yeah, so I'm gonna wait 5 hours, because I'm like, oh, I'm insecure about my, shut the fuck up, like, girl, I'm 30 years old, did you know that? I turned 30, when I was a kid, I used to tell myself, you know, my sort of my cutoff range, I know I'm not the only one who does this, I know a lot of you fucking guys are doing this, you're like, or you have done this, like, where you're like, oh, I'm never gonna make it past 18. So I told myself, I'm never gonna make it past 18. So I had no vision for my future, because I was like, it ends at 18, it's over. Like, I was so miserable. I was crawling through life. I was suffering. I was crawling. And I was like, I'm not gonna make it past 18 anyway. It's done. And then I did. I turned 18, and I was like, oh shit, there's still more. It's like I kept hitting continue on a game I didn't want to keep fucking playing. But then part of me must have wanted to keep playing because I was still here. So, and then I set a new benchmark, you know? I was like, 30. I'm not going to make it past 30, you know what I mean? I would make jokes like, I'm just going to walk into the woods and I'm 30, you're never going to see me again, you know? Like, and then I turned 30, and I will tell you, the week after turning 30, I thought a piano was gonna fall out of the sky, hit me on the goddamn head, because I had believed it so heavily. Where I was like, oh, I really believed there was nothing for me. Like, I was not gonna make it past that age. Like, I've been suffering so long. I want it to be over. I've been choosing to suffer. Like, you if it's not hitting now, God, I really hope it hits now for you, but everything you do in this life is a choice. Like, I've chosen to suffer so many times. You choose to suffer when you don't speak up. You choose to suffer when you don't set a boundary. You choose to suffer when you don't go to your friends. You choose to suffer when you don't make better friends. You choose to suffer when you don't ask for help. Like, these are choices. These are choices that you are making. You think you have to do them? No, you don't. Like, these are choices. I've chosen not to put a video on YouTube in, I think it's what, 6 years? Like 5, 6, whatever it says, 6 years. That's a choice, because I was like, oh, I don't even know what I would make. I don't even know. Well, I started making videos again. They're on my Instagram. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just a platform. Like, whatever. I can say whatever the hell I want to say, whatever. It doesn't have to be polished. It doesn't have to be amazing, because obviously I was making shit for fun. I was making shit that was so unpolished that I tried just making, I just the best I could. I did the best I could, and I put it out there, and I was like, this is what I like, this is what I'm doing, and I hope other people like it too, but I'm really just doing it for me. Like, everything, when you start doing things that are not for you, if they're for your parents, if they're for your friends, if they're for strangers, when you start doing things that are not from you, you're fucking gone. Forget it, you're lost, you're not even there. You're not driving the plane. Like, no. Come back. Please come back. You are not living, like, you were gonna go through some critical moments of your life, and you're gonna sit there and be like, holy fucking shit, I've been wasting my goddamn time doing stuff that doesn't even matter, worrying about things that don't even matter. Like, when it gets that dire, I've faced, like, this is a thing too, where, like, I've faced homelessness twice now in my life. It happened when I was 19 years old, and it happened again when I was 29. And I was like, and that was really triggering. I was like, it's been 10 years. Did I not learn a goddamn thing? Because I'm back where I was 10 years ago. And it wasn't like on the street homeless, but there are different levels to homelessness. But it was like very much like, yeah, I don't have my own place. I'm relying on somebody else to, like, basically take care of me, So it's like, okay, you know what I did? I got my own fucking apartment. I didn't have a fucking credit history. I'm self-employed artist. My shit. I went to go see this one apartment. I had this little packet that I wrote of all my information, because I was like, I don't have a W-2, whatever. I go to hand the guy the packet. He didn't even take it from me. He laughed in my fucking face, and I go, that's fine. That's not my apartment. I found this place. Like, just you have to, like, you just have to persevere, and you have to be so. I'm sorry. You have to be so fucking crazy. Like, I've really owned the fact that there's a lot of stuff, like, wrong with me. There's definitely things that are wrong with me. I know those things are, and I'm self-aware of them, which there's a world of difference between being aware and not aware of what's wrong with you. But, like, what's wrong with you? But, like, it's just, you just have to do it. I'm sorry, like, it's not like you don't have a choice, but I'm telling you, you don't have a choice. Like, you have a choice to not make a choice, and you have a choice to make a choice. You can do it. Like, I know, if you are somebody that's ever resonated with the things that I have made, that means there's some part of you, more or less, that has been aligned with the person that I am. There's a part of you that we've spoken to each other. Like, our fucking souls have spoken to each other, okay? It's that fucking deep. And so if I can come to these realizations and these conclusions, then you can too. If I can, like, overcome some really scary fucking shit that made me not want to be alive anymore, then, like, you can too. You can make, like, I'm so stubborn. I'm literally, my benchmark now is, oh, I'm not going to make it past 18. I'm not going to make it past 30. My benchmark now is, like, I'm going to be the richest trans man in the world. Not because, like, I'm in love with money, but I'm in love with the idea of becoming so successful that I can then have all this extra money so I can help other people that have struggled like I have struggled, and put my money into good places. That's why I'm like, I want to make a lot of money so I can do good things with this money and give it to people who have been in the positions that I've been in. Like, That is what I need to do. That is what I need to do. And I need to be fucking seen to do that, okay? So you're gonna listen to me. You're gonna fucking watch me when I do shit, okay? Like, I'm just like, I... It's not for nothing unless you let it be for nothing, you know? Like, the shit you've gone through, like, I am a spiteful creature, and I'm gonna get everything I want in this fucking life, and I want you to too. If you're watching this right now, it's very much giving, like, if you're seeing this video on a Thursday at this time, that means you're about to receive your blessings type shit. Like, whatever. But dead fucking ass, if you're watching this right now, we have aligned in some kind of fucking way. We are aligning again. It's because all of your dreams are gonna fucking come true, okay? I believe you. I'm telling you it's gonna happen, so it's gonna happen. You know why, bitch? Because I'm always right. I'm always fucking right. I'm always fucking right. I'm always right. Like, and for better or worse, I'm always right. So, like, just believe me and, like, believe yourself. I believe that you can believe yourself. Like, the things that you have been through, I'll never fucking know. The things that I've been through, I'll tell you about some of them, but it's just like, you're here to do so much, and, like, you can't waste it. Like, you were born perfect. I'm so serious. Like, you were born fucking perfect. And anyone that's telling you you're not perfect, anyone that's feeding you negativity, or anyone that's pretty much getting in the way of you being your best self, you don't let them get in your way. Like, don't. Like, yeah. Remember, one of my main, like, things that would really, like, motivate me about my channel was, like, I feel like there was a lot of, I mean, the era of YouTube that I started YouTube, and, like, when I was actually watching videos that had, like, queer people in them, a lot of their content was very focused on the fact that they were queer. So it's like a video of a trans man or, like, whatever, and he's just talking about things that are very about that. He's like, oh, my experiences going into the public bathroom, my experiences in the workplace, my experiences in the gym as, like, a trans man, or, like, whatever his experiences were. It's like my experiences with, you know, these are the kind of binders I would recommend. Just a very, very, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that kind of content. I've watched that kind of content. I just knew I did not want to be that. Like, I didn't want to. I was like, okay, I think there's, like, enough of this thing. Like, I don't need to be another voice in that. I didn't feel like that's where I was most, like, useful, or most in my element, was giving, like, information or education about, like, trans issues to, like, young trans people. I feel like my element always has been just me being my fucking self, being as authentic to myself as I possibly can, but then I'm just also trans at the same time, because that's just part of who I am. That's part of my identity. And it's like, and if that is the thing that people sort of, like, cling to, and people are like, oh, he's another trans guy, or he's another queer person, or, like, whatever, and that's the thing that you sort of hooks you, then that's great. I love that, because then if that's the thing that you can feel more connected with me because of that, that means you can also feel more connected to yourself. You just have to be you, man. Like, just fucking be you. Like, don't try to be anybody else. Nobody can do what you're gonna do. Nobody can do what you're born of so much fucking swag. You're born of so much fucking swag, and it's just like you only lose it if you give it away to people who don't fucking deserve it. You only lose it if you don't use it. You gotta, if you don't use it, you lose it. Like, you gotta use your swag. But, like, you got this. I believe in you. I love you so fucking much. Have a wonderful... I'll be back. They always come back. It's true. What else should I say? Oh, bye, be good. I used to say bye, be good. Because I felt like... My grandmother used to say that to me. She would be like... I'd see her, she'd be like, okay, be good. Like, she would always say, be good. She passed away, like, back in October. But, you just keep being good, okay?